Okay, I know I said I was going to come back when I had done all the crafting, but I decided to go ahead and show the crafting. Now, I am using the Complete Craftsman mod, which makes things a little bit closer to the actual paper and pencil game. Not really, though, but closer. And you've probably already seen me do a little bit of crafting in some of the other videos where I've taken things. But, okay, this right here is considered your ranks. If you had an intelligence bonus, it would add in up to 12 or 13. That would still count as more ranks. You have to have at least one rank in it, but the intelligence count as ranks. So I have 10 ranks, which means Khelgar here can create simple, martial, and exotic weapons. He can also use some of the more exotic materials. And for our purposes, he can make Masterwork items, because that's something that happens, that they got added in by the fan-made Complete Craftsman mod. And the way you do Masterwork weapons is you have to have 5 more ranks than what you need to make the item itself. I'm using base iron, so I don't need any extra ranks for the material. And Rapier is a martial weapon, so it only needs 5 ranks. 5 plus 5 is 10, so I have enough to make a martial rapier. And you would activate item. In this case, just double click. You can right click and do activate item. And huzzah! You have a Masterwork rapier. The reason I'm putting stuff in before I take stuff out is because it'll close if it's empty. Huzzah! So, here, take this out, and it will not, if something is not an appropriate recipe, it just won't work. Oh, no, I don't want to rename the Smith Hammer. That's another thing the Complete Craftsman can do. Okay, so here, see, I can do this and do this, and I can rename that item, but I don't want to do that. Okay, take this. Did I just try to Smith Hammer Khelgar? Yes, I did. Okay, here. Oops! Oh, I guess it doesn't count the rapier already being there. Oh, that's awesome. I've already split up all the stacks and everything. Now, because I'm getting a little bit nervous, I don't want things to disappear on me, even though there's no indication that it will. I are still a little bit paranoid about that. Okay. So yay, it's the crafting video. You definitely saw me do this with my alchemy on another character, on Celeste. I'm doing this to make money right now. Unfortunately, there's a limited number of resources, so I can't just do this. You have to find molds. Oops. And if you run out of molds, you can't make any more of that item, unless you use the cheat codes and do give an item, which usually I don't worry too much about, because the idea of you have to find a specific mold to make a rapier or other thing is rather silly. But yeah. It must be getting close. Oh, it's mostly, looks like we're getting to the home stretch now. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. Whee! Didn't take as long as I thought it would. Of course, I did set it up beforehand, so I didn't have to do all the splitting as I crafted. So it took a little bit longer than you're thinking it did. Okay, and that's 25 Masterwork Rapiers, for which we spent 1,000 gold to get. Franthea Khelgar crafts. The funny thing is this is Khelgar, kind of kind of stereotypical big, heavy, everything big and bulky type dwarf, and he's making rapiers. Lots and lots of rapiers. And that's mostly because there is nobody in this party that I'm planning on using a rapier. I suppose I could theoretically give one to Nishka, but there are somewhat better rapiers out there that I could upgrade for her.
Ah, well met again. And what can I help you with?
I have stuff for sale. Or Khelgar does. Oh, 1,600. I wonder how much the quarterstaff would net. Here you go. You are now in the weapons business, Sand. You have authentic Khelgar Iron Fist rapiers. Dwarven forged Masterwork rapiers. This is a unique item. You will never find Dwarven smithcraft in rapiers ever again. Because, you know, only Khelgar is stupid enough to be talked into making it. Sorry, Khelgar. And that is awesome. Okay.
Hello there. Can I do something for you?
I'll have to do that with my other characters, except for the one where, that indeed, I do want rapiers. Marin will want a very nice rapier, or 2 or 3, depending. Having different rapiers for different enemies would be nice. And Marin is 2-weapon fighting now. I understand you were able to keep Hagen from harm. Good work. Perhaps the people of Neverwinter will have more confidence in the Watch and stand up to these criminals. There was a name mentioned, Caleb. Apparently he is behind the threats. Caleb? The Watch knows him well. I've been looking for an excuse to bring him in. Moved on to extortion, has he? My sources suspect Caleb of being Moira's man in the South Docks. Bringing him in will hurt her operations there. What are you waiting for then? Do you know where this Caleb is holed up, Lieutenant? We do. I can send some men over now to deal with them. No, let them rest. The sweep through the North Docks was rougher than we anticipated. I'll take care of Caleb. Oh, that I have no doubt. Very well. The Lieutenant can give you his location. I want you to put a stop to Caleb's activities. He usually spends his time in an alley south of here. I'll show you the location on your map. And be wary. He's not the brightest of Moira's gang, but he can be brutal. Okay. Let me look at my skills. And let's put on... I get +1 diplomacy. Let's put on the jaunty hat. Huzzah! We now are wearing a jaunty hat. Do, do, do. Now remember, you're a diplomat type person, not an intimidate type person. What are you looking at, Hound? Weren't you over here just a little bit ago? The watch isn't welcome here, so wait a minute. Yeah, you were just here a little bit ago. You weren't a watch then. Oh, narc. By the authority of the city watch, you're under arrest, Caleb. You've got a lot to learn if you think you can just come here and try to arrest me. Why don't you be a good little watchman and go back to chasing down stray dogs or something? I was there when your men tried to collect from Hagen. So, I wasn't there. You're wasting my time, and I'm starting to get angry. You're just making this harder on yourself. Now, let's see if I succeed. Nope, didn't think I would. It's going to be hard to bring me in if you're dead. Come on, boys. Let's show this watchman who's in charge around here.
I'll have your head! Take that! Take that!
And Snake looks like Smite helped. I think Smite helped. Smite evil on Caleb hit! Yeah, and it did work. So Caleb was definitely evil. Evil. With a backed by mechanics. Capital E. Evil. Oh, dang it, I was hoping he'd come in quietly. I guess you just don't have enough diplomacy. Looks like our last hope for that is Marin. Oh, that's not fair. Marin gets do all the cool stuff. Oh, that's not true. You get to remove disease and other such things. And smite evil. Oh, that's true. Caleb's dead. He tried to bribe me. But no, he didn't try to bribe me. He tried to threaten me. Well, anyway, he tried to do something, and then he attacked me, and now he's dead. He didn't really give me a choice in the matter. I had to believe it. Caleb was never the smartest of fellows. You did well. We now have the opportunity to put a serious dent in Moire's activities and bring order back to this district. Unstable as he was, however, Caleb still had some control over crime in this part of the docks. Without him, I'm wagering that his thugs are now divided and fighting over control of the docks. I want you to deal with it. Keep the peace. The district will see that the city watch is here to serve. Okay, what do you want me to do? Our sweep through the North Docks wasn't as effective as we would have liked, but it did reveal the amount of control that Moire's gang has over the district. It also revealed the extent of the corruption that has spread through the watch. Many of our men returned to report either they had been ambushed or, more disturbingly, they had found only law-abiding citizens. I want you to perform a similar sweep through this area of the docks. Apprehend any and all members of Moira's or anyone else's gang that you run across. I also want you to check in at our guard posts. Captain Relena has given me strict orders, Marshal. I'm not to press the issue with our watchmen at this time. We are short-handed as it is and cannot afford to have men leaving us for Moira's employ. Well, they're not going to be leaving you for her employ. They're just going to be probably attacking me and going 6 feet under. That tends to happen. Captain Brelina has also charged us with cleaning the district up, and I mean to do just that. Corruption within the Watch certainly encourages the criminal activity. Okay, what's the rush, then? Only you, myself, and Lieutenant Rowe know about this sweep. We have the advantage at the moment. If we wait on this, Moira will have time to prepare, and we'll encounter the same things as we did with the northern sweep. Okay, I understand. Sweep through the docks, inspect each guard post. Arrest those involved in illegal activities. Moira won't have any allies amongst the city watch if I have any say about it. I understand Captain Brelana's concerns, Lieutenant. However, we must purge the criminal elements from our own ranks before we can effectively clean up the district. He's right. Very well. You have your orders. Report back when your sweep is complete. Cormac's right on the practical level. His thing about coin shouldn't be a concern is completely stupid. You pay people what they're worth. That's another expression of loyalty. To pay people less than what they're worth, what they need to do a dangerous job is show lack of loyalty to your followers or employees or whatever term you want to use. Let me see what you have for sale. Huh. I can't use a bastard sword yet. Elven court bow. Attack bonus +3. Mighty +3. It almost makes me wish Celeste had a +3, had a 16 strength, which she doesn't. Oh well. But it's really nice. It's worth getting it for her anyway. Foundation? It's fairly decent. Croton Skull Crusher. 1d12. It's a war mace. I would not be able to use the shield with it. Oh, that's an axe. Let's go look at, over here. Hey, look, there are thugs.
Coming back to the city was a mistake, Nishka. You didn't think you'd slip in unnoticed, did you?
No, I'm just surprised it took you this long to notice. So who's wasting their money on you this time, Benin?
If you've got a problem with her, you've got a problem with me.
That's right, Benin. You think I'd come back without some muscle on my side? Well, you thought wrong, and I'm still waiting for an answer. You're too stupid to come here on your own. So who sent you?
Leldon's still got a bounty out on you, Goat Girl. He's even upped the price for those horns.
Oh, find another bounty. This one won't be easy to collect on.
So what'll it be, Benin? Run now, or let me remove that empty head from your neck?
Brave talk, girl, but your luck's run out. I'm gonna send you back to the Nine Hells, where your kind belongs.
Hey, home is where the heart is, and I'm staying right here in Neverwinter.
You're an idiot. And I feel... It's my evil critical hit?
Looks like Leldon's in for more disappointment. That was fun.
That's the spirit. A little battle was all we need to get the blood pumping. Almost.
I have to look at that total.
A little longer.
Fun? Someone wants Nishka dead. That's not fun.
Agreed. If this is a slice of life within Neverwinter, we were better off outside than inside.
Yeah, but we're still standing and they're not. Great, isn't it? I wonder how much the bounty is for me now.
Why is there a bounty on you at all?
I would like to know as well. It seems to happen a great deal. and I find it hard to believe it's all an accident.
Leldon still can't admit that he's the second best.
Why does it
thief
seem
in
to happen a great
Neverwinter.
deal? This is the first
He's
we've
taken
ever
things
heard
a
of
little
it.
too personally, if you ask me.
I think there's more to it than that if he's trying to kill you.
Well, Loudon and I pulled a job about a year ago. Big haul, too. You should have been there. I was brilliant. So we get back to our hideout and start to divide up the loot, and that's when old Leldon demands a bigger share.
You didn't think he deserved it?
I'm the one who got us past the guards and past the trap at the vault. Leldon was just baggage. He claims he planned it all. Not much of a plan if you don't know the guard patrol routes or that the vault is trapped. If it weren't for me, he would have never have gotten past the front door.
So why is he trying to kill you?
So anyway, there's Leldon demanding a bigger share, and he's definitely planned this part out. He's hired Benin and his boys as muscle to make sure I agree. Well, the odds weren't in my favor. I'm delicate, you know. So Leldon and I argued for a bit, but I wasn't gonna win that one, so I got my tail out of there before Benin got antsy. What's worse is they didn't just take my share. They took everything I had. And I wasn't in much of a position to argue, you know?
So they robbed you and now they want to kill you? That seems odd.
Oh, well, I couldn't just let things stand as they were. I mean, I am the best. Meldon's good, and he gets lucky sometimes, but he can't hold a torch to me. So I broke back into his place, stole all the loot, every last copper, and left a note explaining to him how I got past each one of his traps. I didn't get everything they stole back, especially some of the more precious things. But Leldon probably sold them by now anyway. Too bad. And still, I got back way more than my share.
Okay, what happened to... Well, hopefully, that may have not been the wisest
My
decision.
thoughts as well.
Hey, it made me feel better. And it definitely got Leldon angry, so I figure it was worth it.
Oh, if they attack you again, I'll do what I can to protect you.
Hey, thanks. You know, letting you team up with me was a really good decision. I mean, you actually helped me. And you insult me a lot less than the other people do.
Before echoing our leader's pledge, next time it would help if we knew there were people hunting you to begin with. And why, since they seem to have their reasons.
Right, right. Of course I will. That's all of it, I swear.
Well,
Anyway,
she seems to have
about
her
this
reasons, too.
I guess the watch
You're
will
automatically
clean these
assuming
guards up.
she's in the
Well,
wrong.
maybe there will be a
Granted,
raid or
it's a whole
something.
thief thing, so
Let's
she's
go.
probably in the wrong, but that doesn't mean they're in the right, and... Oh, this is confusing. I want to check something.
How can I help?
Holy crud, Mishka is head and shoulders smarter than Franthea.
Oh, yes.
Franthea's
Yes.
got quite a bit more common sense.
Everyone, follow me!
You follow me, okay?
Anyway, that was my timer. So, we are going to go ahead and stop the frap now. We're going to save. Franthea saves Mishka. Mishka is awesome. Okay. And bye.